The post-election November 2024 stats are in for the Huntsville market, but before we jump into that, make sure you hit subscribe below and like the channel as well to stay on top of all of the latest Huntsville, Alabama real estate news. First thing is Morgan County has really stood out as the market leader in terms of resiliency in this November 2024 market, because Morgan County is really the only local market showing price growth year over year with an average increase of $13,000, whereas our primary markets of Madison County, Huntsville market, and Limestone County decreased during that period. This growth, I think, really is driven, it's not really growth because there's not increased sales year over year, but there is increased price. And I think it's just due to buyers seeking more affordable options right now, with the housing affordability index being below 100 in our area and interest rates still being elevated. So Morgan County has been the leader in the North Alabama market in terms of price increases. Huntsville and Athens, however, has seen decreases year over year. Huntsville has seen a $12,000 decrease on average year over year, while Athens has seen a huge, significant drop. That's really been the darling of the market, but we've seen a drop of $32,000 on average year over year in the Athens market. This is really related to new construction starter homes being in flavor in Athens, and it's really not so much the average value of a particular home going down, it's just the average value of the homes in Athens has decreased because, again, new construction is on fire in the Athens market. Another thing to look at is for the November 2024 market report for the North Alabama area is this post-election market boost that we're seeing. Pending sales jumped by 15.7% following the election. And we saw a strong demand in the first week of December as well. We saw the largest number of homes sold, at least for our team, since the July period of 2024. That's not typically what you see in December. So this is a great sign. It's signaling a renewed wave of buyer interest, and it's a promising sign for the 2025 real estate outlook. I think 2025 is going to be a much stronger year in terms of sales in the Huntsville market and across the US. Another thing that we're keeping an eye on here at Matt Curtis Real Estate is the extended days on market. Homes are taking 57% longer to sell compared to last year. This is reflecting a shift more towards what we were in an extreme seller's market just a couple years ago to now a more balanced and normal market. We're really kind of this pre-pandemic kind of 2019 type market in terms of days on market and inventory. So 57% is a huge percentage increase. However, we were comparing that to record lows, so nothing to be concerned about yet. If that were to continue into 2025, 2026 at 57% increase, then that would put us in a really extreme buyer's market. However, currently we're in a kind of balanced market. We're also seeing seller strategies start to evolve. There's just a lot of new construction homes out there that sellers are having to compete with. So they're having to, one, be more aggressive with pricing, and then also they're having to adjust their timelines in terms of selling. Inventory has risen 22.9%. That's contributing to a more competitive and really just a slower moving market currently in 2024. All right, so let's break it down by area. Huntsville, as we mentioned, the average sales price has gone down year over year. Average sales price is down $12,000, $375 this time last year to $363. That's down an additional $10,000 from just the previous month as well. October's average was $373. Like we mentioned, there has been more homes sold. We are actually starting to see a little bit of a tick up in the Tennessee Valley. 545 homes sold versus 475 this time last year. And the continued trend of an increase in homes on the market is continuing to exist in Huntsville and really across the market. A 35% increase in the number of homes, 2,513 homes versus 1,856. So more inventory, more home options to choose from for buyers, which is definitely a good thing as we get to kind of back to a 2019 inventory number. All right, so the big surprise, Athens, the average sales price is down $32,000, $365,000 this time last year, down to $333,000. Athens has been kind of the darling of the market. Average sales prices competing with and really surpassing Huntsville in a couple months. That was not the the case in November 2024. Again, this was down from $380,000 last month. So huge decline, and really nothing to be concerned with. For your average home values did not go down that much. It's just the average sales price has gone down because what is selling in the Athens market in November was a lot of new construction starter homes, just a lot of inventory being built in the Athens market. More homes are being sold in the Athens market as well, 188 versus 144. And a huge increase, 45.6% increase in homes on the market year over year, 986 versus 677. A lot of that inventory is new construction, and particularly new construction starter homes. All right, Morgan County, the star of the market in terms of pricing for November 2024, but average sales price went up $13,000, $275 this time last year to $290. Again, as buyers flock that housing affordability, and sellers are able to increase the price on their homes because of the more affordability in the Morgan County market. The overall market in terms of number of homes however, was flat, 105 versus 105. Huge increase in number of homes, 46%, 490 versus 367, if you're wanting to get in on that affordability action there in Morgan County. All right, so the overall stats for the North Alabama market, new listings is up slightly, 1.9%, 1126 versus 1105, so relatively flat. It is, however, up almost double digits this year, up 9.7% year to date. So more listings coming on the market, and they're sitting on the market longer as well. So there's just a lot more inventory, and we'll get to those numbers here in just a minute. Pending sales, were slightly down just a couple months ago, but they have rebounded back. So 894 versus 773, that's a huge increase year over year at 15.7%, but we are now up 3.5% year to date. So we had a huge kind of post-election bump, which has pushed us up year to date as well. Closed sales, 924 versus 871, up 6.1% year over year. We are now up year to date as well, 3.3% as well. So one of the big things is days on market is increasing, and increasing dramatically. Homes are just flat out sitting longer on the market. This time last year, 33 average days on market, now up to 52. If a home sells at all, there are some homes that are not selling on the market. There are more withdrawals than expireds from homes being overpriced in this market as well. So 52 is really not a bad number. I kind of like to see about 45 in the market, so 52 is not a bad number. If that number continued to increase, beyond 60 in 2025, I think that would be a concern for sellers. However, I think that number is going to likely rebound and come down a bit in 2025 as we see a hotter market with more pending sales out there, more demand post-election. I think 2025 is going to be a good year for sellers. Average sales price increase, pretty much flat, up 0.8%, 342 and some change, up to 344, almost 345 and some change there. Down from the summer high, however, 371, 865 was that summer high. It is normal to get the highest prices in the summer. That is kind of a dramatic drop, however, so definitely sellers are having to be more aggressive. And also a lot of the inventory that's out there right now is new construction, particularly new construction starter homes. And those builders have been extremely motivated to get their inventory off of the books, as a lot of them are publicly traded and they have stock financial reasons why they want their books cleaned up. And so that is one of the main reasons why we're seeing that average sales price drop. I expect to see it go up in 2025, especially in that spring summer timeframe, as we likely see more drops in terms of interest rates. The Fed just came out with another drop in interest rates today as well. The percent of list price, so you list at a certain price, what percentage do you actually get? That stayed pretty flat year over year, 97.8% versus 97.7%. I think that's a healthy number. I like to see the most balanced number, in my opinion, is 97%. However, I also think those numbers are a little bit skewed because a lot of the builder incentives aren't being reflected into that percent of list price ratio, because when you do rate buy downs or a new fence or something like that, it just simply doesn't show up in that percentage. So I think our actual percentage is probably south of 97% right now. Housing affordability is up slightly, 93 to 95. 100 is kind of that magic number. The median household income can afford the median price range home. We are slightly below that. I don't think 95 is that unhealthy of a number. I would like to see that get closer to 100 in 2025 as interest rates hopefully start to come back down. Supply is also up. 3.5 months to 4.1 months. 4 to 6 is considered kind of that balanced market. So technically we were in a seller's market last year, didn't feel like it. Honestly, it doesn't feel like a balanced market right now either. It feels like a buyer's market with all the incentives with new construction and sellers having to be more aggressive to sell their homes. The big numbers, again, inventory up 22.9%, just more homes to choose from. There's about 3,400 homes available to choose from this time last year. Now we're pushing over 4,000, actually over 4,200. That's not a huge number really for our area. You know, we're just kind of back to 2019 numbers. If you're wondering how all these numbers relate back to you, or if you're just not a numbers person, you want us to break it down for you, whether you're looking to buy your first home in 2025 or you're looking to sell, here at Matt Curtis Real Estate, we're the #1 team in Alabama for the past 5 years, and we would love to provide you with our signature 5-star service. Give us a call at 256-333-MOVE. Again, that's 256-333-MOVE.